Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. I've got an unusual proposition today. I am going to create an app, and I'm going to do it, at least start videotaping it, and invite you to follow along. If people are interested, I'll keep doing the videos. If not, I'll break from the videos and just develop this on my own. It's going to be open source, so you can follow along. You can take this, you can fork it, you can create your own version of this app if you want. I am going to maintain no intellectual property rights for this thing whatsoever. And it comes from an idea I had yesterday when I was visiting a friend who is a poultry farmer. And we bought some things. We spent about an hour there just catching up, and we kept our social distance the whole time. But when we went to make our purchase, it got a little awkward. She is very good with the technology. She has it all on her iPhone, but we had to get really close to slide the credit card into her reader. Our hands touched at one point. The handoff of the purchase was a little bit awkward, and it seemed kind of funny to spend the whole time separated and then have to come together at the very end for the purchase. And we're coming up on farmers market season, and this is so vital for a lot of the farmers in the area of the country that I live in, which is very rural. And I got to thinking about a function that Walt Disney World had rolled out maybe a year ago, which is mobile ordering. And you would go into their app. You could have any one of their restaurants, usually like quick service stuff like fast food options, make your selection. And when you got within a certain range of that restaurant, which they would use the coordinates from your phone to determine, the button would come on and say, let them know you're here. And you could click that button. The kitchen would prepare it, and then they would let you know with a notification that it was ready, and you could go to the counter and pick it up. So I got to thinking maybe we could adapt that system to the farmers market to eliminate that last bit of contact that's happening between the farmers and the customers. So the idea is that you can, on the app, make your selection from any vendor there. When you get to the parking lot, you can let them know you're there, and the geolocator will confirm that you're within a certain distance of the farmer's market. The vendor can prepare your order, and when they're ready, they let you know. You can pay by Stripe. They will put your order at a certain table, which will have a number on it. If they want you to prove that it's you, they can push a button on their device that will light the flashlight on your phone 3 times, flash it 3 times just to verify it's you. They can step back, you can step forward, grab your product. There can be some sanitizing equipment there to take care of it. You can grab it, be on your way, and nobody has to come into any kind of personal contact. So that's the objective of this series. I don't know how long it's going to take, how involved it's going to get. I'm hoping there's some videos in this series that can kind of stand alone as their own message. I hope this is useful. I hope it's also just educational, so that there's some value just in building it as we go. But that's the objective. The way I'd like to get started is with Firebase and Firebase authentication. I'm going to have the user log in. We're going to have a Firestore user account for them. They may be a vendor, they may be an administrator, they may also be a customer. When they log in, we'll determine that, and we'll give them some kind of inelegant way to advance past that to determine whether they are proceeding as a vendor, a customer, or the market manager, and then later we'll replace that with something a little bit more fancy looking. But that's the start. If you'd like to join me, please come along.